Ooh, I've got something to show you guys. Check it out. Ooh, it's the funnel for the algae deoxidizer bubble machine. It's coming together, guys. I'm working on it. And look at it. This is the ring that's going to go on top of the thing. On top of the thing. Like this. So that project's coming together, and I'm just about ready to give you a big old update on that. I mean, the 3D printer is just kicking out the parts like crazy, just as fast as I can remodel things and make it happen. However, today we've got a whole different printer challenge, and this is the triple printer challenge. And we're going to continue it up here. We just about have some more duplicants that are going to drop into this base. We're coming up. We're at cycle 89. We're almost to the final countdown. The last 10. Can we make it? Will we make it? Well, let's take a look at what we have to complete in order to do so. One of the problems I have down here is body temperature. Ooh, that's kind of a problem. We've also got, what is this one over here? Pressure? Uh-oh. Food is okay, but that's really kind of a deceiving number because I consume about over 100,000 calories per cycle. So even though that's a really big number, that's a really big number too. And stress is starting to become kind of an issue for some of the dupes. Not all of them. There's not a lot of really nice places to be down here in this base. There are some areas that are nice, but most of it's not too much. Plus, they don't have any good food, and they're pretty much not going to get any good food. However, last time we left off with a couple of things that are really going to help productivity over here. Over here on the right, I've got this pitcher pump, and that is actually allowing water to get to these micro mushers and the electric grill and all of that stuff quite a bit faster. So that's really cutting down on a lot of travel time. This guy over here, there was some comments talking about where the carbon skimmer is actually located. And if we take a look at the oxygen overlay, oxygen kind of flows from here at an angle, which is just weird. But you're right. This thing doesn't do any good if it's right here. It should probably be somewhere down in this area so that I can just take the carbon dioxide out of this area altogether. So I might rework where that is located. That's a pretty good observation there. Also, we got to get this thing fired up down here so that I can produce more oxygen. The big thing that I need to also work on down here is to make sure that this isn't going to be too hot. These electrolyzers do put off a decent amount of heat when it comes to running this. There was a different style that somebody had come up with and recommended to me a different way of doing this. But I'm sticking with what I know works right now. But the other thing is I do have a lot of cold biomes that are now accessible to my duplicants. I just got to go over there and pick up the wheezeworts and actually move it around. So I'll make sure I do that. Here's another question that you guys are bringing up a whole lot. The actual material that this pipe is made out of, I know it doesn't look insulated, but I'm pretty sure I built this stuff out of abyssalite. Yeah, see, that's made out of abyssalite. It's deceiving. So right here, it's abyssalite, and it's abyssalite right down to this area. Once we get down here, it's granite from there on. So what's the real problem with this radiator system is that this flow is not going to be enough. There's simply not enough energy that can be pulled out of it. So even though it's at negative 10 degrees Celsius coming out of here, or negative 9 or whatever, and then once it goes to actually return back, that was another question, it's returning back at 34. So it's leaving at negative 9 or negative 8, right around there. And then it's returning in the 30s, mid-30s, as it's coming back. So it's actually pulling out quite a bit of heat. Ah, okay. That's right. This one right here, there was an observation that somebody made over there in the comment section. So Joseph actually noticed that the direction on your gas bridges at the bottom of my loops was actually incorrect. So this one right here is actually backwards. That should be flowing down and over to the right, and then down from there, with a second option to actually go through here and then come down and move through this area. Although that's at 40 degrees, so I don't want to do that. That's actually just going to heat this area up. See that? Yuck. So I'm going to deconstruct those gas pipes because that isn't even working a little bit. And I'm also going to get rid of that and then flip it. And then it's in and out and in and out. So that should all be pretty good. So some of the things I could do with this now is I could add another radiator and just split this into smaller sections, which would be a good idea if I wanted to continue using hydrogen. Or I could flip it over and do some liquid and maybe pull from a different cold biome like this one over here. That would actually be, probably a good idea. The big thing here is that I'm just restricted by how much gas I can throw through this pipe. And each one of these is at 1 kilogram. So when you compare that to what you can do with liquid, there's a big difference. Because I'm pretty sure you can move like 10 kilograms per dot of liquid, or per spot. Yeah, 10 kilograms. Plus liquid has a lot more thermal capacity than gas. So it just makes a big difference. There was another comment talking about just growing the mushrooms, or the dust caps. And I think that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to plant these up right along here. Because right now these don't have illumination. I'd actually have to put in a light above that, which really is just going to increase the temperature. So I'm going to uproot these and just flip them over to dust caps. I've got plenty of slime, or at least I should have plenty of slime. Yeah, 9.3 tons. That should be good enough for a while. It is 4 kilograms per cycle, but that isn't too bad. Oh boy, here we go. More dupes. Bubbles! Welcome to the base. Got a Gossman. No Meep. How about that? Like, Meep is super rare. Super rare. Axe later. Welcome to the base. Amanda? You're not? Okay. Amanda! Welcome to the base. You can take over Bubbles' body. Dude, I feel like this is leaving out a lot of dupes. It's not alphabetical sorting things. No, Amanda's already here. Oh no. Sorry, Bubbles. Never mind. We're gonna go with Panic. Welcome to the base. And Sammy, welcome to the base. Thank you guys for supporting over there on Patreon. I've also been working on the rewards and goals a little bit over there, as per requested by you guys. So there are some perks, some newish perks, not just a few. I think I'll have a couple more though once I get further into the 3D printing projects. I think that'll be. I've been looking at some other YouTubers and seeing what they're doing on their Patreon pages to make that work, and I like what they're doing. I think there's some good examples there. Alrighty, so continuing on here. Nope. Ooh, do we have another? No. Okay, so looking at the germ overlay, surprisingly, this is actually pretty good over there. I actually have a tenured scientist. Yes, Turner. Congratulations. Assigning people's jobs is just chaos as you try to move them through. So my chefs, well, they've actually improved quickly. As you can imagine, they have a very busy job. I could change what they're doing. Alright, so it looks like this is ready to start kicking out some oxygen. Nice. So here's what I want to do. I want to have a manual generator down here. Where are you? Hello. Manual generator. And that is then going to plug into some stuff. Like so. This system's all going to be sub 1,000 watts, I think. Unless I branch it off and try to build up something else. And so there we continue that one there. And then we're going to close that off. Now there's a lot of stuff right here that is never going to be, it's just going to get in the way. So I'm going to try to sweep all of this up if possible. Get some people in there doing what they need to do. Automation wise, this thing has to be set to, no, not 0.1 second, 1 second. See, I'm not sure how a duplicant sits on the ladder like that. Like, how do you do that, Fabio? Poo Tank is now making a break for it with the exosuit. Aha! Aha! Turner! Yes, wearing an exosuit is now going to perform some research on the natural gas geyser. That's only been like a waiting to happen for so many cycles. Now everybody keeps telling me, make the automation thing, you know, automate all of this. Unfortunately, I just don't have anybody that's capable yet of doing that. We'll get there. I'm just not there yet. Oh, you know what? I was also looking to do a little bit of living space over here on the right. Ha, totally forgot about that. Again. Sorry, dupes. I know you guys keep sleeping on the floor. My bad. Beeloo! Seriously. Well, I mean, you might as well just harvest this while you're out there. We're gonna have to make this out of sedimentary rock. Yes, so you can actually climb up and over. And then you can dig that out. There you go, Beeloo. Hopefully you can survive. These dupes. Every chance they get, they try to find a way to, like, get themselves stuck. Another thing I'm thinking about doing over here is actually putting an exosuit in, you know, to get in here and work in this area. Not so much that I necessarily need an exosuit to go in there, but there's a lot of slime. A fair amount of slime lung that might come from that. So what I can do is I can kind of do that same sort of method I did over here, where I'm digging up the slime and I'm storing it inside of a storage compactor. I'm really just going to take this and move it, because I really don't need it over here on the left anymore. If we take a look at this, mostly the germs and slime lung is pretty much gone. There's really no reason to have the exosuit system over there anymore. I do have an ore scrubber, but it's going to be more valuable over here on the right. Again, as somebody was talking about in the comment section, it's like, don't you use that? Well, I do. It's just on the other side of the map. Oh, I've got a real problem now. Sedimentary rock. We're going to make this priority level 9 because Lee here can't escape. Again, he found an opportunity, some way to get stuck. So he's got to make that. Come on, build it. Find yourself some oxygen, bruh. Oh, good. Good, he found some oxygen. I was getting so worried. No, this is priority level 9. No! Lee, be free! Don't die! Come on. Where are you going? Oh, good. Whew, that was close. All this poo gas over here is actually saving my dupes, which is probably really bad germy stuff. Yeah. Okay, so I'm going to turn up the priority on this stuff to make sure someone actually builds it. That would be nice. Please. Thank you. Here, we'll follow him. Yes, center of attention. Yes. No longer be stressed. Catalina over here is doubling down on stress reduction. Not only is she inside an exosuit, but she's on the stress table. Well, I guess that makes sense considering her job. Poor Beeloo. You're completely stuck up here. At least you got a puff to keep you happy. Oh, there you go. Now you found your freedom, but you got a story to tell about it. Oh, what to do with these dupes, man? It's something. Oh, here's something. Let's say this has to be above 30 degrees. So right now, actually, this thing was set really, really low. That might have been one of the problems. Because I was thinking, you know, this hydrogen's coming in at a relatively low temperature. So if this is below 30, it should turn off and just start to stack up, right? Yeah, okay, so that's what I wanted. For whatever reason, I don't think I set all my sensors here. So this is going to wait until it goes above 30 degrees Celsius. So we can see the temperature up here is actually, you know, 27 or so. It's quite acceptable. But down here, I'm trying to get it all the way down to 6.9, so I could just set that to 30, and the hydrogen should start to back up. And that's really what I want to see is, you know, this stuff start to back up until it warms up, and then it cycles through. So that's actually working as intended there. Well, I didn't make a lot of food. I lost food last time. Okay, so what I'm seeing down here is that, unfortunately, nobody's actually going to do the work. Crank it up. See, this is Aaron assigned, waiting for a duplicant to operate this machine. That's what I want to see. So one thing I saw was somebody taking a Wheezewort and they put it inside of here so that it operated with the hydrogen. Now I think I might try that. That might actually work out really good. It might play, you know, mess with the sensor a little bit, but I think I'm going to give it a try. So I'm going to dig up a couple Wheezeworts there. A couple down here as well. That also gets me some more sleet wheat grain to keep that stuff operating. And now that I've got some more dupes in this area, I'm actually going to use the exosuit docks pretty soon here. That gets rid of all of this need and everything else down there. Yeah, look at all that sweet wheat grain. Perfect, okay. Just what I wanted to see. Turner! Oh no! This poor guy. Turner, I'm not so sure it's really needed for you to actually analyze this. Cancel. Get out of there, Turner. You're gonna die, bruh. Oh, and that's like the worst way to go, because that's all hot water. Oh, so here's what's wrong with the pipe. Nobody ever completed this wire. I'm getting a little bit of priority creep at this point. Everything's ending up 6 again. And what is with puffs getting stuck in my base? Look at them. There's a puff, there's a puff. I've got a puff puffed everywhere. So here's my problem. I don't have a lot of water that's getting pumped out of here. So since I don't have a lot of water that's being pumped out, what I'm left with is systems that aren't generating hydrogen. And since they're not generating hydrogen, I'm not generating power. Since I'm not generating power, I'm not generating food. And there's the problem. Don't you need some food? Where are you going? What's up with Mima? People are starving. Is it because we can't cook enough? That might be it. Well, come on, Mima. Go get some food. Oh, man, that lags my game so much. Oh, it's like... Oh, that menu. It's not like it's not alphabetical anymore. I've broken the game, I feel like. I've gone beyond its limitations here. Come on, where are you? Gosh, if I have to click mealwood for everybody just because I can't find the people that need it, that's gonna really hurt my total food count. You're not in the list for some odd reason. I just looked through the whole thing. Alright, so I'm running into a major food problem right now. I can't make enough food in order to do what I need to do. So I really gotta crank up production here because this is just it's not working. See, some people, even though I've disabled it, are capable of eating anything they get their hands on. I wonder if there's a limit to this list and I've just gone beyond it. It might just be a problem with the water, actually. I simply don't have enough water to cook the food fast enough. Crap. People are gonna die if I don't enable this, and I can't find all the duplicants, so like, oh no. Man, that's gonna really hurt. Hopefully it's just one cycle, but my gosh, watch this. Watch this number just drop so fast. Look at it go. Oh my gosh. See, now everybody can eat meal ice rather than cook it up. The second Angelo gets his hand on some food. There we go. Holy cow. Alright, disabled for everybody. Let's never have that happen again. I'm just going to deconstruct all of this. I just need more micro mushers to make all of this stuff. And I also need more liquid, which I think I've already got a solution. I'm just going to bring in some more water over here. I've got plenty of water down there. So I could put a water sieve over on this side as well. Can I flip it? Yeah, I can. Because we've got this polluted water over here that can be cleaned up, piped on over. Algae, what do I got? 30 kilograms. Maybe I want to steam that, actually. That might be a better option. Hey, so now the temperature is starting to work a little bit. See how this has become a little bit cooler? Although we are a little bit warmer up here. That's what I wanted to see. So now, what is this at? This has to be above 29. If I start setting that, then this should start to regulate a little bit more. Let's see here. Is there any dirt around anywhere? Probably not. I think it's only in the starting zone. But I'm taking a look for good measure. I think what I'm going to have to do is make a little boiler and then boil off some of that polluted water. Now, sand and sandstone. Alright, so I can use coal as a power source down here. And that will power probably a liquid tepidizer with some oil next to it to kind of get it above its temperature. And then I'll drop some polluted water onto it. And that'll steam it up. And then I'll try to condense that steam back down. Probably just above it. And flow that off as water. Fairly simple system. But that's really all I need. And then maybe by then I'll actually have like a mechatronics engineer or something like that where I can actually just harvest that dirt. So hopefully that We'll work on cooling this down here, and it'll stay nice and cool. Dirt! Dirt, please! No! Nothing. Dirt! I found some! Yes! I mean, it's not a huge amount, but it's a little bit. I knew there was something left. Okay, so now the gas system is starting to work as intended. So this is like 30 degrees up here. And once this hydrogen gets up to a certain point, it'll then flow back out. And this is starting to back up as well, which means the temperature inside of here, yeah, starting to work a little bit better. Down to 41. We dropped it just a little bit. Wash base on. Gosh, my sub priorities are like stuck really high. No, I can lower it down. Doesn't have to be that high. So the temperature inside of here has actually started to drop down a little bit. That's good. I'm just thinking of some different boiler systems that we could make now, since we do have some different sensors. It's quite possible to do the same sort of thing that we're doing right up here, but in the opposite direction with an area that's really hot, or hot enough to potentially turn polluted water into steam, but using like crude oil to run through it, so long as the other end is not too hot. Oh no. Oh, more duplicants. Here we go. Who is it this time? Max! Welcome to the base. I didn't even look at what his abilities are. Oh, we got ourselves another Bubbles and another Catalina. Motion Brain, I don't know if you're in the base yet, but welcome. He is also the same guy who's modeling up this guy right here. And I've been doing a little bit of rework over there in Fusion 360, but that's actually been working out pretty good. All in all, I'm pretty sure I'm fresh out of patrons over there. Hang on, I don't think Tsukita's in here. Uh-oh, that one didn't go in. Welcome to the base. I think Max is going to remain Max, and that's what it's going to be. So thank you to my patrons for your support. And you know what else is pretty awesome? Saving some money with Honey. Honey is a free browser extension that automatically finds and applies coupon codes at checkout. You don't even need to make an account to use it. In this example here, Honey found a better deal that would save me $2.60. However, I also noticed that the price of this item is dropping fast, so I set it up to let me know when the price goes below $30. Here's another example where I was able to add a free pair of Bluetooth headphones at my checkout, and those headphones normally retail for $100. So if you wish to save some money using Honey, then using the link in my video's description will help support the channel. Thanks for your time. Oh no! No, of all the dupes to jump inside of an exosuit, Leon, and you're starving. No! No, 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 no. Turn around right now, Leon. You will die. You are too slow. You will starve to death before you ever get some food. These dupes. You give them an opportunity, and next thing you know, they wind up dead. So you guys were actually talking about the advertisement that I put on my video quite a bit here, and I think it was Jeff had a good question. Do you find it difficult to recite these commercials in the middle of your videos? Well, that commercial I made there was actually written all by myself. I didn't, take it from somebody and then put it in there. So I felt like, to me, this is one of the most professional things that I've ever done on my channel. And the other thing is you guys actually responded pretty well to it. So I didn't really make any money on it because it's an affiliate sponsor. However, for me, the important bit is that it's an example, and it's an example that I could potentially take to some other people. And as my goal is to actually go full-time here on YouTube some point, whenever I actually can, then I think that that's a really good chunk of, let me just keep reading the comment. So for the first time ever on one of my videos, I feel like I've created something with enough quality and value to be professional at it. And from the viewer's perspective, I don't really feel like it was that bad of an ad. It was like not a BS ad. It wasn't very long. It only took up like 30 seconds of your time, and I think it told you exactly what you needed to know. So I'm okay with that. So from both perspectives, I feel like it was kind of a win-win. I mean, as much of a win-win as you can get with an ad. But the real important bit there is what I do with that next, if I can find a real sponsor, find ways of actually making an income with it. So that's kind of the whole quest and the whole thing with Patreon. I actually ditched the whole thing with Buy Me a Coffee. That got 0 response. And I know it's kind of a weird program, so it makes sense. I just ditched it. So thank you guys for actually just putting up with me and all of this. Hopefully we'll get there and actually be able to make something pretty cool out of this whole channel. Oh, see, now I've put another carbon skimmer right where all the oxygen flows. You like how I do that? I do that every single time, don't I? Ooh, what's the temperature of this oxygen as it's flowing out? It's hot. No, it's hot. It's super hot. Okay, what can I do here? Okay, I'm gonna do that, and I'm also going to dig this up. So I'll switch this around. But what I should be able to do here is put in a wheezewort, so that not only does it kick oxygen up, it will cool it down. Smart. I think that's a good way to go. Furniture. Yep. Flower pot. There we go. Granite. Are you going to die because you're too slow to get to food? You literally just passed over to the food just a minute ago. If Leon dies, it's because Leon is too slow to eat food. Come on, Leon. Grab some food. You know you can. No, don't catch your breath. Food, Leon! Food! No, I don't want to click on this thing. Ah! Look, it's mad. What has happened? See, this is why I've broken that list. Uh-oh. The blue swirl. Turn around. No. Yes. Good job, Leon. So I think what's happening with Leon is so slow that somebody else comes on over and actually steals the cooked up food before she can get to it. That's my theory, at least. I'm sticking to it. I think that's a good theory. Now, okay, how did polluted water end up in the one thing that... What? Look at this, they're sweeping, they're mopping up as fast as they can, but it keeps dumping on top of them. Nope, keep mopping. Wow, being able to empty pipes, that's a really good thing to do. I like that. Yeah, cancel that up. You don't need to do it anymore. Wow, that worked out. And I got rid of all that food poisoning. Mechatronics engineer. Does anybody qualify? Lindsay! Yes! Finally! You're going to be very busy, Lindsay. We can finally automate things. But you know what? That's going to have to wait for the next episode. Thank you guys for watching. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this little episode here of Oxygen Not Included. And if I've earned your subscription, then thank you so much for that. Stay awesome, guys. Peace. Brothgar out. Oh, and one last thing. It's down to 40. I mean, it's working. It's just slow. Like real slow.